Hello all, good afternoon. This is my second video lecture on etiquette. I am Dr. Diksha Shukla, Assistant Professor, School of Languages, CSJM University, Kanpur. Now I am going to deal with etiquette. Earlier I have discussed about personal grooming. Now I am going to deal with the topic etiquette. What do you mean by etiquette actually? For those simple sentences, whatever we are using nowadays, तुम तमीज़ नहीं है तुमको, manner नहीं है तुमको, right? So this is how we are, going to meet with person, how we are, eating at a public place, how we are speaking, how we are standing. All these are going to deal with the etiquette. Actually, it is a broader term. It is essential for an individual's behavior in a responsible manner, right? It is also, I can say the cultured presentation of oneself, okay? So, you have to responsible enough to act likewise, how the society is going to accept you, right? And people around us must not feel embarrassed by a behavior. One should not behave irrationally or illogically in public place, okay? So what do you mean by etiquette? Etiquette, in simple words, is defined good behavior which distinguishes human beings from animals, right? Animals have all the senses, animals have everything, but they have brain as well, but they don't have mind, the structured mind, the cultured mind, right? So human being is a social animal, and it is really important for him to behave in appropriate manner. Okay, so etiquette refers to behaving in a socially responsible way. It refers to guidelines which control the way a responsible individual should behave in the society. What is the need of the etiquette? Why we all are focusing on etiquette, right? Etiquette makes you a cultured individual who leaves his mark wherever he goes, right? वो तो बहुत ही well structured, well mannered person था, right? He or she was behaving likewise. It was very good. She, the presence, the appearance of that particular person will be cultured. Etiquette teaches you the way to talk, walk, and most importantly, behave in the society. Earlier, I also in my first lecture, I have also discussed about the slogan that how to walk, how to talk, how to eat, how to present yourself, right? So etiquette is the part of that particular broader umbrella tree. Okay, so etiquette is essential for an everlasting first impression, and the way you interact with your colleagues, with your parents, fellow workers, friends, it speaks a lot about your personality and your upbringing. तुम्हारे parents ने क्या सिखाया है, right? We used to listen these sentences if we are not going to behave culturally, right? Culturally means socially accepted manner. Clear? So etiquette enables the individual to earn respect and appreciation in the society. No one would feel like talking a person who does not know how to speak or behave in the society. So it also, inculcates a kind of feeling of trust and loyalty in the individuals, and one become more responsible and mature if the person is building a relationship with another person. Okay, so it matters a lot at that time. Now, how many kinds of etiquettes are there? So the first one is social etiquette. Social etiquette, it is, individuals should behave like as it teaches that, how to behave in the society. Social means society. If a person is behaving according to the socially constructed policies, it is going, that person is going to be full of etiquette. Right? Next one is bathroom etiquettes. Bathroom etiquettes are like nowadays, whenever we used to go to use public washrooms. For example, I am giving you an example, and people are just, rushing from there, and they are, even not going to flush at that time, right? So what happens when the another one is coming? This is, see, what we learn from our elders and what we learn by ourselves is, see, to go and flush it first, we have learned this to maintain our hygiene from our parents, okay? But if you are coming out of the washroom after flushing, it is a another kind of hygiene which is socially constructed as well as biologically constructed. So you have to follow both the terms, okay? So an individual needs to follow while using public, restrooms or office toilets. So, you have to make sure leave the washroom or the restroom clean and tidy for the other person to use, okay. So, these are some basic etiquette which you need to follow. Next one is corporate etiquette. What do you mean by corporate etiquette? It refers to how an individual should behave while, he is at his work. And each one need to maintain the decorum of the organization, try not to loiter around unnecessary or peep into others' cabins or cubicles, okay. Somehow, and there are some wedding etiquettes as well. So, wedding, it is a very special event for in one's life. So, individuals should ensure they behave sensibly at anybody's wedding and never be late to the wedding or drink uncontrollably. These all things are whatever we are doing nowadays, even people are doing. So, we have to be cautious enough whatever we are doing, whatever you are enacting, okay. So, another one is meeting etiquette. Meeting etiquette refers to style, one need to adopt when he is attending any meeting, seminar, presentation or so on. So, listen to what the other person has to say first. It should not be like that I am speaking and I am not trying to hear what the other person is trying to say, okay. So, try not to speak a lot, try to listen first, then speak, then put your point in front of others. It should be a kind of suggestions always, not, other person should not feel imposed, okay. And it is important to jot down important point for the future references. You have to, if you are going to attend any meeting or conference. So, another one is telephone etiquette. Whenever you are calling any unknown person and udhar se there is a kind of voice which is coming, हाँ कौन बोल रहा है? It should not be like that, because it is essential to learn how one should interact with other person over the phone. We used to say whenever we are talking in person, so it is more understandable for the others. But no, language is a very good weapon that how the way you use your language, other person can get easily. Right? So, convey your emotions with your tone and speak effectively, right? And telephone etiquette refers to the way an individual should speak on phone calls and never put the one person on a very long holds, or make sure that you greet the other person and take care of your pitch and tone as well. So, this is also because you are hearing someone, right? You are listening someone. So, if you are listening someone, you have to be more cautious enough while using your, while while using your pitch and tone. Okay, so at eating etiquette, individual must follow certain decorum while eating in public. Don't make noise while eating. Just whenever we try to sip, right? So there is a sound when we eat something. There is a sound of eating. So it should not be like that, because this is not it will not come in your eating etiquette. So one should not leave the table unless and until everyone has finished eating. This is also very important point. At our places, at our homes, what we are doing, our parents are even eating, and we used to rush from there. We need not to do so. If you have invited someone at your place, you have to wait for the person at that time on the table, on the particular table, to accompany. Clear? And another one is business etiquette. So this etiquette includes way to conduct a certain business. Don't ever cheat customers, and it is simply very much unethical. Okay? Cheating is always unethical, if you know this. Okay? And another one is corporate etiquette, which you need to do and which you need not to do. So it is essential for every individual to behave in a society in a very acceptable way, because etiquette refers to good manners which help an individual leave his mark in the society. So etiquette refers to good manners which help an individual leave his mark in the society. An individual must know how to behave at the workplace, and wherever they are going, they should know how to behave, how to act. And there is a huge difference between college and professional life. So one needs to be disciplined at the workplace. Corporate etiquette refers to the set of rules an individual must follow. While he is at work. So one must respect his organization and maintain the decorum of the place. No one should take you seriously if you do not behave well at the workplace. And remember that we cannot behave the same way at workplace as we behave at our homes, because we can be more informal in nature at our work, at our homes, but we cannot be that much informal at the place where we are going to work. So one need to be very professional and organized in behavior and in nature. It is very important to behave well at the workplace to earn respect, right? And let us go through some do's and don'ts at workplace. So the first one is never adopt a casual attitude at work, because your office pays you for your hard works and not for loitering around, right? So the first one is, whosoever is paying you, you have to be very attentive, you have to be very cautious enough, and you have to be very casual, you have to carry your casual attitude at your workplace. The next point is, don't peep into others' cubicles and workstations, right? This is the another, it's okay when in your spare time, if you are going to meet somebody in person, but you need not to just peep inside the others' cubicles or cabins, as well as in the phones, right? What we do is, if I have seen many people's, there are a lot of memes on Instagram that, even in the in the trains, okay, people are traveling around and whatever the one person is doing in his or her phone, another person is making videos of that particular phone in which the person is doing something, right? So this is not the etiquette, and you need not to, even you try not to do these things, because this is very much unethical. Okay, next one is, put your hand phone in the silent or in the vibration mode at the workplace. Likewise, I have done with my phone right away. Okay, and next one is, don't open anyone else notepad, registers or files without his or her permission. It is a very bad manner to sneeze or cough in public without covering your mouth. It should not be like ha ha. It should be like a slight cough, a slight, you need to put your hand on your mouth, right? And stay away from the nasty politics at workplace. This is also very important, and it plays a very important role in your at your workplace as well as in your career. Try not to do backbitings or some kind of nasty politics with your colleagues. They can get they can get hurt, right? So you need not to do some kind of blame games or anything. So it doesn't look good, as well as your the person you are, other person will judge the kind of person you are. Okay, and keep your workstation clean and tidy. Never criticize or make fun of any of your colleagues, right? Fighting leads to no solution. This is a phrase in itself. So there are several other ways to express displeasure. Sit with your colleague, discuss issues face to face, not to just blame or backbite, and decide on something which is mutually accepted, right? So this is how you are going to make your place healthy and good for anybody to work. Take care of your pitch and tone at the workplace. Yes, nobody is your parent here, so you have to take care of your tone at the workplace or wherever you are going. Even with your parents as well, you cannot talk anywhere, and you cannot use your tone likewise the way you want, right? After all, those are your parents and your sibling. Okay, never attend meetings or seminars without a notepad and pen. This is the another key point for the professional place. Okay, pass on information to all the related recipients in the desired form, right? If you have any kind of information and you have to share that information, it should be in the desired form of the person who is asking for the information. Okay, reach office on time. We all try to reach on time. Okay, so yes, this is very fortunate enough for all of us at the workplace that we all are punching somewhere, right? And no organization likes to have a shabbily dressed employees. So and never wear revealing clothes at your workplace, because this is how you have to show your elegance, right? While having lunch together, do not start till the others have received their food. Okay, and because we are not a kid. Okay, kid, first come first serve, we can do with the kids, but not with the not with others, not even with the elders, right? We are just having my food, we are having my lunch or dinner, and others are like they are still waiting on that table, on the same table, right? So if everybody is all around the table, you have to wait for them as well. Okay, and you have to learn about the table manner as well, right? Respect your fellow workers and help them whenever required. It is unethical to share confidential data with the external parties, and this इसके लिए you can be you can be chargeable as well, because the leak, the sharing of the confidential data with external parties and other individuals who is not related to the organization, it is very much unethical, and anybody can anybody can do some legal, anybody can take some legal actions on that. Okay, so data in any form must not be passed to anyone outside the organization. This is the basic etiquette, basic manner at that place wherever you are working. Office stationery is meant to be used at work. Taking any office property back home is equivalent to stealing, right? So try not to do that. Make sure you turn off the monitors. You go out for lunch and tea breaks, right? So this is how you are you are trying to save the asset of the organization, right? Because this is our first responsibility. Whosoever is paying for that, we have to be loyal enough for the institution, for the organization, for the even for the people where we are working, and the accessories we are using over there. We have to be responsible enough for that. Don't bring your personal work to office. Avoid taking avoid taking kids, or if it is manageable, try to separate your personal life and professional life. This is personal, this is professional. Okay, so park your car at the space located to you. See, these all are some very simple things you need to do on regular basis. Okay, so now the next point is clothing etiquette, dress code. It helps human being to behave in a socially responsible way, and there is a huge difference between individuals, college and professional life. One need to follow a proper dress code at the workplace for the desired impact. We have already discussed this dressing and all things in the personal grooming as well, but I am keeping this slide here in the etiquette as well, because it impacts other persons socially. Okay, one should not be embarrassed, while looking at you, right? So it is essential to dress appropriately at the workplace for an everlasting impression, and individuals who dress shabbily are not taken seriously at workplace. One must dress as per the occasions. We have discussed, and there are some color combinations as well which we need to follow. कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि if you are wearing red shirt or red top with the navy blue color, so it is also going to look very sturdy, very it is not going to it is not going to impact positively on others. Okay, so the next one is, yes, some factors are there which those are very important in aspect of male and female employees. These all are gender bias. Gender is always socially construct. So the male employees and female employees, if both are working at a same place, what they need to do. Male employees ideally should combine what they need to wear, they need to behave, and what they need to wear at first. Okay, so I have given some examples over here in this PPT. You can go through after the you can go through while this you can go through in this video, that make sure the colors are well coordinated, and prefer a light color shirt with a dark trouser and vice versa, right? So this is how you can make your look you can make your look good, and this is how you are going to appear in front of others in a very better ways, right? You will look somewhere you will look professional as well as elegant, right, while wearing these things. So these all are the examples I have given over here. Yes, and for the boys, for the male employees of any organization, I would suggest that please try to wear formal shoes, formal shoes with your formal dress. Please try not to wear sneakers or those running shoes with your formal dress. Okay, so shoes also play very important. There is an example, social example. There is a social example that, you know, if you want to check the cleanliness of any house, you have to go to check the washroom of that home, and if you want to look the cleanliness of that person, you have to check the shoes or the footwears what the person is wearing. Okay, so these are the sayings what you know, how we need to you know, appear in front of, how we need to appear in front of others. Next one is you know, how a female should carry herself in a very you know, office working place, okay, workplace, at her workplace. So female should not wear revealing clothes to work, avoid wearing outfits which expose much of your body parts, and, you know, wear clothes which fit you the best, and don't wear too tight or loose clothes. You know, this is how you are going to present yourself in a very elegant manner, right? So I have also, you know, selected some colors, and I have also given some examples that, you know, with this you can carry this, with this you can carry. Avoid you know, wearing sharp pointed heels to work, because, you know, we are working hard and we are working all the time. So it is very much, you know, if you are not that much comfortable enough with those high heels and all, so you know, you will be irritated you know, somewhere at your workplace, and you know, you have to maintain yourself in a very proper manner. So now another point is interacting with co-workers. An individual to behave in a socially acceptable way, it is a very you know, essential part, as I am repeating this, and it helps an individual to be different and stand apart from the crowd, and everybody want to be like that. So please you know, I would request you to do some exercise with you. That is how you are going to look different and stand apart from the crowd. One needs to be serious and little sensible at workplace. An individual cannot behave the same way at office as he behaves at home. People who lack etiquette are never taken seriously by their fellow workers. Okay? And one need to be a good team player to make his mark at the workplace. So he needs to interact with his fellow workers and share ideas to reach at the better solution. And employees must work in unison for faster and effective result, right? So how to interact with your co-workers in a very effective manner. Your tone, your pitch, the way you speak, how effectively you present yourself, how effectively you speak in front of that person, and the way you carry yourself will you know, will portray a kind of image in the mind of the receiver, or I can say the person who is there in front of you. Okay, so he needs to interact with his fellow workers and share ideas to reach at a kind of, you know, the good or better solutions, and employees must work to in unison for the better result. Now, respect, your first point is respect your fellow workers. And spreading baseless rumors about fellow workers is something which is not at all expected out of a professional, right? So as I have already discussed, be cordial to all, help your colleagues in whatever the way you can, be polite to your fellow workers, and too much of friendship at the workplace is, I can say, so everybody cannot say bad, but most of the time it is. Okay. Avoid taking sides at the workplace, because, you know, that will you know, quote under favoritism. So it can be like that. Avoid being rude to anyone and avoid criticizing others. Now, cultural variations. What are cultural variations? Somewhere, cultural variations are depending on your religious beliefs as well. Okay? And why cultural awareness? Now, why cultural awareness is essential? Now, cultural awareness helps avoid misunderstanding and fosters respect, enabling better communication and stronger relationships in our increasingly interconnected world, right? And it is embracing diversity in to embrace diversity, which enhances the collaboration and enriches personal experiences as well. It should not be like that, the person is from that community and I am not going to greet that person. It should not be like that. Okay, and professional etiquette essentials are there. Some punctuality, time. If you are, it is showing the reliability for reliability for your commitments, as well as your reputations and the responsibilities you have taken. How effectively you are executing with your how effectively you are executing your actions. Next one is dress appropriately at the workplace, because it is the reflection of one's professionalism. Next one is communication. It involves both the verbal and non-verbal cues. So maintain a respectful tone and listen actively. We have already discussed about listening and speaking. So if you are this is also a saying that if you are a good listener, you can be a very good speaker. At first, to give your ears to other is that you are giving the respect to others to speak, right? You are giving respect to other. Okay, so always, it is not always that all the time you are just speaking. Just give respect to others to let them speak and listen actively, and ensure clarity to foster better relationships and collaboration in the professional environments. And next one is the email. Email etiquette is also very important. It should be a kind of subject at the very subject place, because and subject can be in that ways that it is going to summarize, or it is going to tell you what is there inside the email. It should not be very messy, okay, and the greeting should be very concise enough, message should be very concise enough and very professional in nature, okay. And the etiquette in the digital communication, it is clear and respectful messaging is essential in digital communication. Using concise language helps convey your intentions. Etiquette in digital communication. The first point is clear messaging. Clear and respectful messaging is essential in digital communication, like using concise language helps convey your intent while ensuring the recipient understands your message without misinterpretation, right? You have to very concise enough, crisp enough while texting anybody, while sending message to anyone. Avoid caps. Caps, avoid typing in all the caps, okay? Caps in the sense, it should be in a very sentence form, okay? So use proper case to maintain friendly and professional tone in your online conversation. Next one is social media, which is very important. The proper use of the social media that involves, respecting others' privacy and boundaries. Okay, so engaging thoughtfully with posts and foster a positive online environment, and enhances your digital etiquette. These all are some practical tips which I want to share with you. Listen actively, observe social cues, ask questions wherever you are getting any doubt, and reflect regularly. Reflect regularly means reflect on your behavior and interaction, and assess what went well, and what could improve. Allow you to grow in your understanding of etiquette over the time. Benefits of good etiquette. Okay, so First one is stronger relationships. Yes, if you are behaving culturally and full of manner, and if you have etiquette to speak and to communicate with anyone, or to act in a likewise, your relationships will get stronger. Okay, and you will foster the mutual respect in between. Okay, and next one is improved reputation. What do you mean by improved reputation? Individuals who consistently demonstrate proper etiquette are often viewed as professional and dependable. So this positive perception enhances one's reputation, opening doors to opportunities and other collaborations with your colleagues. Greater confidence, right? This is the very important, it gives you confidence, because it boosts self-esteem, and good etiquette equips individuals with the confidence to engage effectively in making interactions more enjoyable and impactful, right? And the next point is enhanced sensitivity. Enhanced sensitivity means cultural sensitivity. What do you mean by culture? By awareing of the cultural nuances and the social dynamics, good etiquette promotes cultural sensitivity, and this awareness helps prevent misunderstanding and refers inclusive in diverse environment. You try to foster with the things, remember that practicing good etiquette daily enhances good etiquette daily enhances our interaction. Thank you for your kind attention, and remember that practicing good etiquette it enhances your interaction amongst the people where you live, where you work, and it fosters more respectful environments amongst you. Let's continue to learn and grow together. Thank you. Have a good day.